Hello again, word lovers, and we are continuing with Old Norse, great fount of words for modern English. And we've already seen that we get a lot of our common words from Old Norse. Words like get, give, take. I didn't even mention both, want, sky, skin. There's the SK words again. Let's have a look at some maybe less common words, but which came directly from Old Norse. I suppose the Old Norse word par excellence is berserk. Berserker, bear shirt. The definition given here is a Viking warrior who entered battle wearing nothing but an animal's skin. This is the legend, isn't it? Maybe pumped full of magic mushrooms, the berserkers, or the single berserker, went out in front of the army, as legend has it, to show the other side that they had absolutely no fear. And why should they, with their clubbers and their guns? Well, guns came later, of course, clubs very early. Gun, the word is from Gunhildre. Gun meaning war, Hildre meaning battle. Gunhildr, a battle in a war. Now, why should a woman's name become the name of a weapon? Well, again, we don't really know, but there is a tradition of naming weapons after women, certainly carried on as far as the Second World War with Big Bertha, not to mention Brown Bess and Mons Meg. In any case, Gunhilde got shortened to Gun, meaning gun. And of course, if the weapons were successful, in would come the Danish invaders and ransacker your house, possibly skada you, which means injure, from where we get the word to scathe. The word law is from Latin, but a bylaw is a bilurg, meaning a village law in Norse. One word for a non-Christian is a heathen. That's Norse as well, means somebody who lives on the heath. So probably meant a rural person as opposed to an educated new Christian. Sale and loan, meaning lend, that's almost the same, are Norse words, as is litmus, litmose, litr, dye, and mose, moss. Dyed moss is litmus. We've got skill, which meant distinction, and steak, which meant to fry. However, let us pause, as I am not happy with that. Online etymology gives it from steak as in roast meat, meaning to roast on a spit, and meaning something stuck on a spit, and that's what I thought it meant. Stick it on the end of your stick in order to eat it. Staiko is the Proto-Germanic. Pie is steg, stick, a pointed stick, in fact. No surprise then that we get the word stick from that. But I am inclined to think that steak means something you stuck. After all, S-T-A-K-E, steak, goes all the way back to the Pi root steg, meaning a pole or a stick. Proto-Germanic gave it stakon, which became stiaki in Old Norse. Oh, Old Norse, I notice, meaning a stake. So I'm tempted to think that the idea of steak meaning to fry is much more modern than steak meaning to stick with a stick. THR at the beginning of a word is another clue. You are in thrall to something, means you are its slave, etymologically. Thrift, it means prosperity. A Norwegian word which we all knew a long time ago has become much more popular in the internet day is troll. And the old word for Christmas, Yule, was in fact the winter solstice festival of the Norse. Words for some animals and some dirty things also come from Norse. Buk is an insect which lives in tree trunks, giving us our word bug. I may pause a little later there, as I suspect a Welsh connection. Bull is given us from bolly, and reindeer, reindeer. Scatter is a skate, as in the kind of fish, and the word wing, as in a bird's or bat's wing, vangr. And finally, more spelling clues. Some DR words, drit and dreg. Drit is where you get dirt from, originally meaning human dirt, and dregs meant dregs. Mir was another word for bog, from which we get our word mire. Mickey was cow dung, which gives us muck. And the word rotten is also of Norse origin. Let's finish with a list of verbs which went directly into English. Borker, to bark. Badask, to bask. Bilgia, to billow. Blundre, to blunder. I hope you're getting a feel for the Old Norse now. Kala, to call, kasta, cast, kjosha, choose, klippa, clip, krafla, crawl, ga, to pay attention to. What do we get from that then? Oh, gawk, when you're gawking at somebody. Glittra gives us glitter. Hagen gives us haggle. The original meaning is to chop, supposed to chop down the price until you like it. Hitta, to hit, although the original meaning was to find. Some ST and SK words here. We've got stemmer for stammer, stainer for stain, stacker for stagger, scraper for scrape, skirra for scare. We have an SN, snubba, meaning to curse. We get snub from that. Spreta, to sprint, meaning to jump in Norse. To get rid of something. To rid was to clear the land, rithya. And common words such as sveigja, sway, reisa, race, razor, raise, sima, seam, skaka, shake, skorpa, skip, want, whirl, and whisk come from vanta, virfla, and viska, and the marvellous word thwart, thver, meaning a cross. So when you thwart somebody, I suppose you're putting something in their way. Now, I haven't gone in depth on a lot of these. Feel free to do so. Part of the reason for doing this is so that I can open some doors to anything you find interesting. And that was the second instalment of Old Norse, and we haven't finished yet.